Hello, my Sagittarius family. This is Barb at Mystic Door Tarot, and this is your weekly tarot reading for you, Sagittarius, for June 29th through July 5th. Thank you for joining me today. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. And please subscribe and join me each and every day for my quick glance daily readings. Now, just a reminder, these are general readings. So for a personalized reading, click on my website link below. And I was thinking about my subscribers and viewers down in the southern hemisphere. Winter has come. So I pulled out my Game of Thrones deck for this week's reading. So let's get started and see what your cards are indicating this week. Starting with your first card, Sagittarius, Major Arcana card, the Empress. This is a great card to kick off your week, Sagittarius. This is new beginnings for you. And you had the number 3 energy last week, Sagittarius. And you had new beginnings in regards to your work and your talents. And then the Tower card, your third card last week, indicated that you're going to be wiping your slate clean. So this is a fresh start. So here we are this week with your reading starting off with the Empress. So change is still happening for you, Sagittarius. And this is the Major Arcana card, which indicates change. And the Empress energy is a very creative energy. So at this time and this week, the Empress is creating a very inviting environment around you, Sagittarius, where there's going to be a chance for you to have inspiration hit. This is, as I said, very creative energy. So this is thinking outside the box. This is you're going to just, boom, have an idea, and you're going to run with this idea. This is going to be the basis for your entire future. Now, some Sagittarians did get into an opportunity where they could move ahead, get promoted within your company, or obtained a new job. This was all new beginnings last week. And once again, the Empress card is that number 3 energy, which you had in last week's reading. The Empress just sets the tone so that you'll be able to find abundance around you. You can manifest your vision. Now, one of the messages when this card turns up is to be sure that you're taking care of your body and mind and spirit. So be sure to nourish yourself with whole foods, get enough exercise, stay hydrated, and especially the Empress shows up for you to connect in nature, because that's where your inspiration is going to hit this week. So if possible, spend some time out in nature, just with your own thoughts. Meditate, experience all the senses, what you see, what you feel, what you hear, and connect with spirit. This is a very welcoming environment for spiritual connection and abundance to come in. The number 3 energy of the Empress is 2 things coming together to create something new. This is creative success and very positive energy. Now, for some of you, this can be a continuation from last week's reading, as your work and your talents are getting noticed. And there is one more message my guides are sending me. It's the fact that the Empress energy is also a very fertile energy. So for some Sagittarians, you've been wanting to start a family, and this is great energy, and this is the week for that. Now, your next card, Sagittarius, is the 3 of Spears, which is better known as the 3 of Wands. Again, you have the number 3 energy here. And of course, it's just not going to zoom in for me. Okay. Now, when this card shows up, you're really launching your plans. And these are long-term goals. You're putting things into motion. You've made a decision and you're taking your first steps towards obtaining that goal. So by putting things in motion this week, there's no turning back. But you know what you want to do, Sagittarius, and you have the confidence to do it. You have the ability to lead and a vision that can inspire. And your inspiration will strike with the energy of the Empress card. And you'll now be able to put things into action with this Three of Spears energy showing up for you. Now, there is one message my guides are indicating, and this is for a few select Sagittarians. The Three of Spears can have a message that forgiveness of others or yourself may be required in order for you to let go of the past. You have this tremendous bright future ahead of you. So this is a perfect time to let go of past hurts. So if this speaks to you, Sagittarius, maybe just reach out to the person that you might have hurt or possibly you feel the hurt from. Just reach out and see if there's a connection there, because you've got nothing to lose. But the main message of the Three of Spears is that growth is certain. And as we look at the card here, we see Peter Baelish looking at the sailing ships before the Battle of the Blackwater Bay. The Three of Wands are firmly planted. So everything is set into motion. And once again, we have this number 3 energy, which is the number of the navel chakra, which corresponds with your action, your choice, and your will, Sagittarius. Excellent energy so far this week. Now, taking a look at your next card, you have the Four of Cups. Now, one of the main messages with the Four of Cups is that you're disconnected from spirit. So that might be the case for some Sagittarians out there, and you'll be missing out on all this creative energy if you're not receptive to the messages and guidance that Spirit is sending you this week. The Empress here is creating such an inviting and abundant environment for you to be inspired and to set everything into motion, which will benefit you greatly for your future. So meditating and really connecting with Spirit is important for you this week. Now, for some Sagittarians, you might be withdrawing sometime this week. Maybe there's an emotional situation that's bothering you. Maybe that's in connection with your Three of Spears card. The message for a few select Sagittarians was about clearing up any kind of hurt. So you might need to address a situation where forgiveness is needed because it's blocking you, Sagittarius. And this card is showing up as a reminder that the answers and inspiration you need are available to you. So be sure you're not so withdrawn at any point this week where you're going to be missing out on the opportunities that are available to you, Sagittarius. Now, at times there is a need to withdraw, and the Four of Cups might be advising you to do just that. But the warning with this card is not to get stuck there. So take the time you need to rest and maybe contemplate, but then also seek inspiration so that you can soon continue forward. And the 3-card spread adds up to number 10, and we reduce it down to number 1. So your numerology is indicating opportunities are around you this week. You just need to be sure that you're tapped into Spirit so that you recognize them. You have the wonderful energy of the major arcana card, the Empress. This energy is creating an inviting environment for creative inspiration on your part. And for some, this is very fertile energy. So this is the time for some Sagittarians to be able to start a family. And your Three of Spears card, or the Three of Wands, is you setting everything into motion for your future. You're launching your plans, you're setting things in motion. And once again, this is the number 3 energy. Very creative and positive energy for you, Sagittarius. Then you have the Four of Cups, which is a reminder to stay connected with Spirit this week, especially so that you can tap into the inspiration and guidance. This is where fresh inspiration and ideas will evolve. And the Four of Cups is a reminder that inspiration and guidance is available for you. You just need to tap into it. Now let's take a look and see which crystal your angels and guides have suggested this week. PERIDOT. Now look how beautiful it is on this card. And I do have a raw piece that was mined here in Arizona. Very different from what you see in the jewelry stores, but very heavy and very spiritual. Now, PERIDOT is associated with relationships and healing. So that's the first message coming down from your angels and guides. So for the few select Sagittarians where your Three of Spears is indicating a time for forgiveness, forgive possibly whoever has hurt you in the past. This crystal is showing up to encourage you to heal the hurt. Now for other Sagittarians, PERIDOT is showing up to indicate that you're a natural teacher, to use your natural healing abilities and compassionate energy to help and teach others. Now, being a teacher or a healer doesn't mean you're working in a school environment necessarily. Teachers come in many different forms. So some of you are already teaching your friends and family about how to handle different situations. Your spirit guides and angels are supporting you with this guidance. Your words are very powerful, Sagittarius, and you have the ability to connect with people from all walks of life and can provide information to those who need it. And for some of you, you may even be teaching unknowingly through your writing, through the words you speak, through your own positive energy, and even leading by example. So the PERIDOT crystal, and it's crumbling, sorry. It's showing up for your reading this week because part of your life's purpose is to heal and teach others and share your knowledge wherever you can. Now, I leave you with the message of the card, Sagittarius, but it is all within your own hands. You decide your own destiny, Sagittarius. Thank you so much for joining me today. Be sure to subscribe and help support my channel. Love and abundance to my Sagittarian family.